Well, it's not always work time. Sometimes you gotta take a break and take time for yourself. For a good time, make it a generic beverage time. Alright. Okay, drive shaft is finally down now that I remembered how to do my job. So what we're gonna do is grab the jack, swing the jack back over here, jack it back up. That's really confusing because my boy's name is Jack, and we're always talking about the item jack, and he's like, me? Love my Extendo Harbor Freight ratchet. Everyone always poo-poos on it, but I've had it for like 10 years and it works perfect, so. You're also probably asking yourself, hey Jase, why don't you use impact tools for anything? And the easy answer is I hate the noise. All it does is just shake all the rust and dust into my eyes and make a whole bunch of noise and usually not do the job. So, I'm a big manual labor kind of guy. Is it slower? Yes, it's slower. But when I was a real mechanic back a million years ago, I used to use impact tools. But now, I do this for fun apparently, so I just do it the slow way. Okay, there's that and that and that. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop it down. Oh no, I'm really actually dropping it. Didn't mean to do that. We'll catch it. It'll be alright. It probably is not going to fall and explode and crush me. It might. Another bonus to working on the ground is it can only fall so far. Ta-da! Alright, give me a few minutes to clean all this junk up, and then we will get to hammering, which hopefully I'm not going to be keeping the audio for that. See ya. Okay, well, I didn't really clean up because, again, laziness. Old. Don't care. Whatever. So let's slide around here so you can get my cool point of view for this. These are your JZX, IS300, GS300, FRS, blah, 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 blah. Most modern new Toyotas have this exact same kind of bushing. Sometimes they're left and right on like an Aristo or something, but they're all pretty much the same. When I was talking about earlier about the 1G bodies, like the Grande, Avante, Tour S. No, actually not Tour S. Well, maybe Tour S. Any of them that have the how do I talk? Some of the Toyotas don't have this bushing. I guess, oh my god, that is blown up. Look at that. It's ripped. Whew. Some of them don't have this bushing. This outer ring is stamped into the subframe, but there's no inner casing. So you have to, like, weld, or actually no, this outer, there's a hole here. Normally there's a hole here. And there's a ring, I think, that Drift HQ sells one, and you can slide it in, factory fit, and you can weld it in, and you can press in either new bushing or polyurethane or aluminum, whatever have you, right? So, but yeah, today we're going to be beating these out. And the way I do that is, if you look, the way the subframe is shaped, it has this pressed outer lip, and then the bushing has this metal sleeve, and there's about almost a 1/4 inch difference in them. So I like to hammer this up. It's easier if the bushing's gone, but if you hammer this up, you can create a little lip for yourself, and then you can put your straight punch in there, and you can just work it around, and the whole thing will just fly out the back. And that's what I'm telling myself, and so let's see if that actually is the case and if it's going to work. Alright, stay tuned. Let me get the tools. Good angle. Is that not a good angle? That's not a good angle at all. Is this the front camera? I don't know. Can you even see that? Oh, they got terrible lighting in here. All that explanation for nothing. Ah, you can kind of see it. Okay. Anywho, you should get a punch holder. I think like every Snap-on, Craftsman, blah blah blah, they all sell one. But a long time ago, when I used to be cool, I built a punch holder, and it was really neat. And I used it, and I used to beat like 1,000 rivets a day out of shelters and junk. And then when I left that tool, that punch holder there. So that was a good choice. And so now I get to hold it with my hand like a moron, and I have added that one. Hopefully, I might need to move you guys back a little bit. Please. We're beeping. Huh? Was it not recording? Is it recording now? Who knows? Luckily, Chica's the one who has to edit this and not me. Don't tell her I said that. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. Ow. Smash my finger on the back of the punch. First try, because I don't have a punch holder. Yeah, if you'll notice, if that's even possible to see, I don't want to pick the camera up. If you hammer this lip in and just avoid the bottom lip, it starts to curl, and it creates a little cavity in there. And if you get it deep enough, you can actually set your punch in there, and it's easy. But yeah, I helped a friend recently. He had an air hammer involved, and it was a nightmare, and it made a big mess. So don't do that. Just hammer and punch. Go to the gym. I need to go to the gym because I am weak. Yeah, if you just start hammering on this lip, you're likely to mushroom it, and sometimes it mushrooms out, and then you'll be fighting that. So even already, I'm already seeing it start to break over here. The goal is just to compromise its seal, so to speak. I mean, it's a press fit, obviously, but if you hit it in, the inside circle shrinks, and that helps it to knock itself loose. That secondary ping is me hitting the diff because I didn't move it because I'm too lazy. I'm gonna have to move you guys so I can get a better swing at it. If you can't see it, well, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna have to move this diff. I didn't want to, but I have to. Well, don't smash it into the gas tank, Jase. Yeah, another IS300 problem. Put the stupid saddle tanks. Yeah, Jase X100 wins on most fronts, except for the mid-90s Camry interior. Tell Brandon I said that. Mark shoes are the best. Chasers are trash. Well, I'm not going to film this whole thing, so see you in a million hours. I figured I'd turn you guys back on and show you what I was talking about. So I hammered in this lip, and I got to this soft spot over here. And then, even with a very limited throw, very limited tools, weaken one side, and then I got it loose. I wanted to do the big hurrah. And they just fly right out. No fire, no drilling, no mess. Very easy, but time-consuming and loud. So anywho, yeah, on to the next one. Alright, see you in a minute. The worst part about YouTube is not having any music playing in the background for the copyright strikes. It makes it horrible. I need music to work. While I'm enjoying a snack, we'll do a little Progres school for you. So, if you ever happen to want to build a Progres, which you won't, because no one would ever want to build one of these cars, just like everything else, there's a Koki Zenki version, the early model, later model. This is the first year of the Progres, 98. They made them all the way up until 07, but those are all trash. I'll get that in a second. The big dead giveaway, I'm sure there's a few interior things, or maybe like a front lip concern. If your reverse lights are next to your license plate, you've got a Zenki, or the first model edition, and that's important because when they changed that, the Koki version has this like more angular tooth-looking one out here in the trunk. The side's not looking as good. That's a good dead giveaway that the trash trucks play music here, if you didn't know that about Japan. But is that copyright? It shouldn't be copyright, it's a trash truck. Anywho, the later model Zenki edition, the Koki edition, the later model, the second one with the bad, ugly reverse lights, has the newer model of JZs, like the 1JZ FSE and the 2JZ FSE. So like the high fuel pressure. Hold on a second. I'll get this in a trash truck. Out of control. Okay, starting again fresh. Good tail lights, bad tail lights. Starting about 2001 was when they went out of control. The 01 is when they changed over to the high pressure, high fuel pressure Jases, and you can't modify those. It's not worth it. Those are trash. And so I don't know if they have, I think that they have no return line as well. I think it's just like crazy high pressure. And so I don't know if the gas tank's different, but like it's not worth buying one of those if you're trying to swap one. So if you want to buy one, make sure you got these reverse lights, because that will indicate that you've got the regular VBTI NA1J, 2J. This is an NC300. I scrubbed it off, but it says NC300. It means it was a 2J one. That has the 8-inch diff, better. The 1J ones in these only have 7.5-inch diff. So again, like if you think, oh, I'll just swap it later, put a turbo on it, you're getting a weaker car. So aim for the 2J one if you would like to build a Progres. The one good thing about them is that they are short. It's the same wheelbase as an Altezza IS300, 110 Verosa, blah, blah, blah. But the bodies are physically shorter. I think they might be a little heavy because they got all the airbags and power, everything inside. But they're neat, they're short, they're compact. And I really like it because it looks weird. And if you, when I get all done and I get debadged completely, it doesn't have any Toyota badges on it. Every badge on it is this weird P symbol. And so if you didn't know it was a Progres, you wouldn't know it was a Progres. Everyone thinks, oh, yeah, that's one of those cars. And it's like, you don't know, but it's fine. But anyhow, enough jibber jabbering for me. I will get back to eating my sandwich, and then we'll get back under there. And I'll get to hammering on more diff mounts. All right, see you in a minute. Bye. So I end up making a puller because I can't get it out. So here we are. I forgot to film it first. There we go. But yeah, I definitely missed my big shop, but it is what it is. Life moves on. Because yeah, I missed not having my drill press on the floor under a toolbox, but it's all good. I gotta work with what I got. So that's piece one of the stupid puller that I have to make on the fly on my only day off. I can still smell the fiberglass from when I did my Mark II fenders, so that's cool. 5 months ago. Alright, I'm going to get to some setup, some cleanup, and some welding, and we'll move on the way. See ya. Okay, so pretty basic. All my chop saw and everything I'll put away, so cut up some threaded rod. I'm just going to weld it to the ends of this, on the edges. That'll give me the space to put the other plate on this side, big bolt in the middle, and crush that bushing out because it does not want to come out because it's different. The other side a little bit thicker on the single bolt side. I didn't realize that, so it does not hammer out like I said. I'm a big liar. So I'm not going to film the welding because I don't want to mess up this camera, but I'll get this tacked up, welded up, and we'll go from there. Alright. Okay, so yeah, nothing fancy. I don't really care. I just need these to stay on there to give me that height that I need so I can break that bushing with. And I want to be able to reuse this plate later. I don't want to keep a 3/8 plate for stupid puller. I don't want to use that. Anywho, yeah, I'm gonna find some bolts, get this set up there, and hopefully break this stupid high quality Toyota part loose. Alright. Okay, so back under here. I'm gonna try to get this puller assembled, and then I'll explain how it works. If I can find it. So the plan is to try to put some tension on this thing, and then once it's all tensed up, wail on it with a hammer until it breaks loose and lets me get on with my day so I can have some lunch. Because it has been a lot longer than this video is shown. But I should do what I hope that it's going to do. Yeah, I know. Go get a ratchet, Jase. I know. Yeah, luckily I had some plate laying around that I found in the trash. And, should be thick enough not to bend on the other side. Or collapse my subframe. Okay. There's quite a bit of tension. And now we need a, percussive force. AKA gigantic hammer. But I got no room. Ain't that visible? Nah, well, whatever. We're gonna keep hammering. I'm so tired. I just want to go inside and lay down, but I cannot. I took apart my car in the garage, and she could be mad at me if I leave it here. I mean, there's like a hairline crack, but I just hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's gonna make the biggest explosion noise, and I'm gonna have a heart attack under here. I'm trying to favor this side because I've already hammered a whole bunch on it. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired. I wish I had bigger jack stands. If you know me in real life, you know that I'm constantly making colors and jigs and patterns and templates and stuff. Or I used to. I haven't done it in a while. I made a steering wheel puller, pretty neat for pulling off hubs and stuff, but this one works in theory. Oh, my eyes. If I could just get a good swing on the thing. Uh-oh. I was afraid of that. I hammered on the bolt. I was thinking about welding that in there so I could just grab the one side. But come on. Stray hit. Like, I appreciate the press fit. But what we're doing here is trying to improve on something that Nissan did in 1989 by having solid subframes on an S13, which is how every car should be. That's why S13s feel better than every other car. But they are made out of rust, so we cannot have them anymore. We'll let the camera cool down for a while, and we'll see if I ever get it off. I'll have you know that the first hit after that break broke it loose, so we're right back. I'm gonna undo the puller, and where is it even at? I cannot see anything on the screen. Here. It's there. So yeah, it broke loose, which is the pop that I needed from it. So now I will take off the nut that I didn't hammer on, and should be able to pull the puller back off, get the punch out, break this loose, and I will go inside and get some lunch. Camera's probably gonna die for today, so just imagine that I get all done with this, or I don't, we'll see. And after that, yeah, the end of this video will have more about this, but I will already have been done because I don't want to film it because I don't want to go charge the camera.